57 different species.
One of the things that stood out was this acceleration of change after a certain point in the modern time. There seemed to have been sort of a status quo for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the work of Jacques Vallée and others who've delved into the legends, the myths, the religious lore, the historical records, in fact, from ages before ours, and see that there were these intermittent accounts that fall within the realm of the UFO phenomena, it was fairly static as far as the acceleration of activity until the modern age.
Huh.
And then we see certain kinds of activity beginning, and then beginning massively, and then those becoming more and more complex, leading up to the massive numbers of people who I believe are telling the honest truth about what they think has happened to them, reporting honestly on events as they've perceived them, and the numbers are staggering.
What do you think all this is headed toward, this increased awareness, even this evolutionary change? What is it headed toward?
Well, again, I'm having to speak from a fairly educated opinion, but certainly no one in this field can claim to have any hard and fast answers from which to work, so we're all making guesses. One thing we have to be committed to is, I think, researching the widest possible body of data instead of being very selective because of personal biases or personal preconceptions about what we're going to consider. But the problem is, when you put it in the box, you don't have a good fit. If what's going on here were known to someone, it would be worth the rest of the world's attention, certainly, to know what the answers might be. I don't have any. We were talking about theories a while ago. Certainly everybody's got a theory. I would like to comment on something you did say earlier, though, about
Sure.
Perhaps these creatures might have been our creators.
Yes.
I think probably if we wanted to examine a variety of evidence types, including some of the more ancient records, we might find that they could be considered more correctly perhaps interloping farmers.
Interloping farmers.
Well, the way that we, as a species, the human species, has taken over wild animals
Yes.
time and again and domesticated them
Yes.
and genetically altered them for our benefit.
Well, that's true. While we certainly did not create